Hey, 2.0 AEUG here, coming to another video review. And today I'll be looking at the 1 to 100th scale, or 1 in 100th, depends on how you want to say it. Master Grade Gundam Mk2 AEUG version. So here you can see it in its size to a soda can. Pretty much what you'd expect for a Master Grade kit. As far as colors are concerned, it's a pretty big departure from the standard Gundam colors. A lot of dark blue, some yellow, still the white, and then a purplish gray instead of the usual medium gray, and then that dark green on the backpack, and then a smattering of red in some spots. View from above and below. Nice detail on the feet, though. Posability is, again, good. It is a Master Grade after all. Head is on a ball joint in the head and a ball joint in the body, so it can look up and down, tilt side to side, go all the way around, but you gotta be careful of some of the pieces there. This on the backpack is on a ball joint, can move side to side, back and forth, and rotate freely, and this little hose moves as it needs to. Each of these thrusters are on a ball joint. Arms can go all the way around, move up and down at a joint in the body. Shoulder armor can move up and down a little bit. Oh, it seems to be stuck. Okay. This joint, this little flap can move in and out a little bit. Arms can move out to the side that far, rotate all the way around at the bicep, bend that far at the elbow with two joints, and there is a little bit of armor movement in there, which is neat. Hands are on a ball joint in the arm and then a hinge joint in the hand, so you get wiggle side to side, rotate, and then bend. The thumb and index finger are each on separate ball joints that can move on their own, and then these three fingers are connected. So usual three-finger trigger finger split. There is a ball joint here and a ball joint here, so you get some nice movement, although you can't move all the way around. Of course, the cockpit can open because, it's a Master Grade. To open it, you pull this panel out, fold that panel up, then stay, and bring this red panel down, and then there's a little thing of Camille in there, so not too shabby. Front skirts are independent. They're on ball joints, so up and down, back and forth. Same thing with the side skirts. They can move independently. And then the back skirt does not move. At least not that I'm aware of. No, it does not. Okay. I couldn't remember between the real grade or the Master Grade which one can move. The legs can move forward that far, back that far, out to the side that far, swivel just below the hip, bend at 2 points in the knee, and when you bend this one, you get some cool arm movement there. And then when you bend this joint, you get some really neat arm movement going on there. Quite like the arm is splitting. There is a joint here in the calf, which allows all that to move up and down. The ankle armor can move up and down as well. The feet can turn, but not all the way around because of those pistons. And they are die-cast, not plastic. So the feet can move down that far, up that far, and tilt side to side. And then the toes can move up and down. So there is some really good posability in this guy, as you would expect from a Master Grade kit. As for accessories, I'll start with the big one, since you've been seeing it throughout the entire video. This sort of launch pad-like thing, it resembles the launch pad it used to launch from the, I think it was the Argama in the anime. Oh, it can also link up with the Zeta Gundam's base. Anyway, moving on from that, he can stand in it very well. Let's move that down a little bit. Just got to spread his legs wide enough. And there you go. Now, in fact, it's sized just right. For the most part, you can put pretty much any 1/100th scale Gunpla on there, except for the ones that have, the really big feet, like the O or the Sazabi. It did have an action feature up front where there was an arm that could come up and allow you to position Camille or some worker ready to, do stuff on there, but as you can see, it broke. It also has a faux launching gimmick where when you pull this slider forward, it tilts these up, like when he's getting ready to launch off the bridge or the catapult. So that's neat. Of course, he has his... Whoa! Ah! My desk has fallen to pieces. Moving on from that, he has his 2 beam sabers, or beam saber handles, just molded in white plastic. And of course, they come with 2 translucent pink beams, and they're very easy to put together. Post, port, plug it together. Don't know why this one's bent, probably from just being in storage. Getting him to hold them is very simple. Well, usually it is. There is a tab in the palm of his hand and a slot on the handle. So just get his thumb out of the way. Line all that up. Get it put together. Come on. And that is secure. It's not going anywhere. You can wrap his fingers around it to make it look a little better, but that's pretty much it. It's not going to go anywhere unless you take it out. And they can be stored on the kit. There are these little posts on his backpack. Just plug them in like that. And then there are tabs right here. And that just puts them in a little more securely. So again, tab it on, tilt it back, and there you go. He also has this headset machine gun thing. I think I saw it being used in the anime a few times, but I'm still not entirely certain what it is. It does have this antenna that can move up and down, so that's neat. It's mostly molded in that dark blue plastic, a little bit of the grayish blue, red, and then green for the sticker. And it can slot onto the head with these slots on either side, and then tabs that are in there. Just gotta get it around the V-fin. It's a little tricky to get it on, especially on camera. But once you do get it, it fills things out very nicely. Did I get that side on correctly? Yes, I did. So it's not going to just fall off or anything. Really bulks out the head, though. I like it. It really bulks out the head, but I like it. I can English, I swear. Anyway, he also has this little statue of Camille, just for a sense of scale. These things are huge. He's supposed to come with 2 sort of suspended workers that can go into little wires, but I have no idea where they are. Anyway, he also has his shield, which is very nice. There's just this handle, which can rotate. And there's quite a lot of detail on it. The handle can be put on 2 different ways, either like this to put it on the side of his arm, or just slide it off and then slide it back onto that track like this to put on the back of his arm. It also has its open mode, because this is a storage mode. You just slide it down, and then press it in, and there it is. Personally, I like to put it on the side of his arm. So there's just this post here, and then a port on the back of his arm. Just line all that up. That looks pretty cool. He also has his beam rifle, which is mostly molded in that green plastic with a little bit of the blue-gray. There's also the scope that can fold up, and there is some green stickers on there. Oh no, just one green sticker with some black. So that's neat. And it comes with 3... would they be magazines or batteries? It just comes with 3 of those. There are just these little notches here on the underside of the rifle, and then little pegs in there, so just get those together. Just goes like that. Again, getting him to hold it is fairly simple. Again, tab, slot. It's a little more complicated because you have to get his trigger finger in there, so just get everything lined up. Oh, might help to straighten his arm a little, since this thing sticks out. Put that in, leave it in there. Now that doesn't hold quite as securely as the beam saber, but it's not too bad. Come on. And of course, there's this side handle that you can put out just to have some increased accuracy. Come on. Stay. Stay. Now, unlike the beam saber, the rifle sort of needs the fingers wrapped around it just to hold everything in place. So it's pretty cool. Of course, it can be stored on him. There is this gap and tab here on the side skirt, and then these 2 notches. And so to get those, you just put the notch in there, and then pull it down. And there you go. You can also store the 2 extra magazines. There are these big tabs here on the inside of the shield, and these just slot on there like that. And personally, I quite like the way that looks. Of course, it blocks him from being able to see out the little slit here, but whatever. It looks neat. And this is the world of anime. It has to look. It's more important that it looks cool than it's practical. And then finally, he has his bazooka. Mostly in white, a little bit of that dark green, and then some stickers. So that's pretty cool. It does have the handle that can move up and down. It too comes with 2 of these magazines or batteries or whatever. You can just attach one with these tabs on here, or rails, and then slots in there. Just go like that, and there you go. Now getting him to hold it is a bit more of a pain because you have to position the arms properly and everything, but as a general idea, that's sort of what it would look like with him holding it. Again, it has the tab on there, so it can slot so it can go onto his hand, and even it can be stored. This panel on his back skirt folds down. There's a little circular groove in there. So you just slide this up into there, and then bring it down. So bring it down. Come on. And it just latches in there. Kinda gets in the way of some of the other accessories, but it's nice to have somewhere to store it. As for the secondary magazine, it too can be stored. There's just that same storage slot on this side. Just take this, slide it in, and then lock it down. And there is the and there is the Mark II with all of its weapons equipped. Why are you crooked? There we go. So that's really neat. I like the way that looks. It just looks like he's ready to go kill some stuff. Or it's ready to go kill some stuff, I think. Yeah, it's a really neat kit. It's fairly complicated to build just because of all the little wires and stuff, but not too bad, and the result's pretty good. Again, as with most model kits, this really isn't a toy. You can see because of the fact that so much of it has already broken on mine. I've lost so many pieces. Let's just go ahead and get him looking like he's ready to go. I do like the little detail stickers all over. Not a huge fan of the dry transfers or the dry rubs or water transfers, which is why I haven't used them. But there you basically have my review of the 1:100 scale Master Grade Gundam Mk2 from Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam. Until next time, bye-bye.